I just want to start this video by telling you guys some good news. Ashley Trevino has stopped dating inmates. And started dating children.
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my nunu, okay?
I know it might be tough to process, but yes, that is indeed a video of a teenager and a middle-aged woman giddily talking about how they've seen each other's genitalia. And if you're wondering where the origins of this magnificent TikTok sound came from, well, here's the video of that as well.
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my nunu, okay?
You need to get off later. You're saying stuff that people don't need to know.
Okay, well.
I'd say young love is a beautiful thing, but not only is this love not young, but it's also probably the furthest thing away from beautiful as you could possibly get. I mean, I'm sure we can all agree, Ashley has just created a piece of history with that TikTok sound, but unbeknownst to everyone using it, the second after she says it, her daughter comes into the room and begs her to stop the live because, for some reason, she's uncomfortable with her mother talking about the genitalia of a teenager on live for millions of people to watch. It always confuses me how uptight some people are. Like, come on now, learn to take a joke. Now, I understand that this all looks really, really bad, but unfortunately, none of this is an exaggeration. So, let's talk about it all. But before that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I am watching you, and I'll know if you don't subscribe. I know I've got a smile on my face. It's gone now. I am watching you. Christmas is coming up. There is a nice list and there is a naughty list. The same goes for this channel, and unspeakable things will happen if you end up on that naughty list. Now, for those who haven't seen my last video on Ashley Trevino, it does exist on the channel. You should probably go watch that one if you want the context for this one. Or don't. You don't have to be fair. It's just as grim whether or not you know who she is. Anyway, let's start from the beginning of this truly blossoming and beautiful romance.
This one? I don't know. I hate this little part that I have right here. I have the shoes on too.
Every bit of the date has been streamed. I'm talking from the second she got dressed to the second she cried because the date didn't go as well as she thought it would. Even if this was a perfectly normal date with someone who is of an appropriate age, how can you enjoy the date when you're recording every little fucking thing about it? I mean, we spoke about Molly Rutter a few videos ago, but at least with her, she didn't record every little bit. It was just like snippets here and there of the greenery or the shrubbery, but Ashley streams everything. Imagine going on a date with someone that you meet online and they go, oh, I hope you don't mind, but I've got my selfie stick with me and I'm going to be streaming the entire time. If someone did that to me, I would want a big cow to fall over on them so I could escape. Or a little cow. A little cow's probably enough for some people. Anyway, guys, I know what you're all thinking, because we've seen Ashley try the dress on for the date with a 19-year-old, and what's on your mind is probably, well, what happens next? You're waiting on the bated breath, but don't you worry, you can rest easy, there's a sequel. Ash tries on outfits for her 19-year-old date, part 2. The long-awaited sequel that everyone's been wanting.
I don't really like this one. I don't know, that's how this one looks.
Okay, so I know this should not be the issue at hand. I know this should not be what we're talking about here, but like, this was 5 days ago. It's fucking December. Like, it's gonna be really cold and rainy outside. Okay, I stand corrected. I've just checked the weather in Texas. She's good. Everything's good. And this is morally justifiable now. Honestly, that's ruined the whole video, because that was my main issue here, but now that that's been sort of debunked, I don't know if I should even bother fucking recording anymore.
So I was a bleeder. I was like, this time I was. Yeah, like literally the bottom would not stop bleeding. And then finally it stopped, and then I get home, and then it started bleeding because like the scab kind of healed. But then it stopped, and by the next day it was okay. But I never bleed, but it was sensitive.
I'm not being funny here, but who are these two people who have actually agreed to help Ashley out with her makeup to date an actual child? If I had a friend who was like, I don't know, 27-year-olds, let alone 37, call me up and go, hey man, I'm really nervous. I'm on a big date next week with a girl that I find really attractive. I just need you to help me out, like get dressed and stuff, pick out a good outfit or something. I'd be like, hell yeah, man, of course I'll come over and help you out. How old is she out of interest? And if their response was anything less, then I don't know exactly where the line is, but I know that 19 would be below it. To be fair though, to be friends with someone like Ashley who is genuinely morally deplorable, you have to be a little bit tapped in the head. Like, you have to be a little bit wiry, in my opinion. You are the people you surround yourself with, and if the people you surround yourself with are Ashley Trevino and her gang of mates, then yeah, I don't really want to interact with you personally.
Oh my god, how many views are there? 156K?
No way.
Did she just say that there's 156k people watching her at the minute? Okay, guys, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. If this video gets less views than her getting ready for a date with a 19-year-old, I am going to be slightly livid. But also, who are those people tuning in? Because even if it's like a hate watch, it's so fucking boring. It's just a woman getting dressed, doing her makeup, and then when it's like the added subtext that it's all for a date with a 19-year-old, maybe it's like morbid curiosity, I guess, but you're just watching a really weird, creepy, eerie thing go down. And then I have to wonder, like, how much of it is because she actually wants to date said 19-year-old, and how much of it is because it's just sensationalist. She knows it'll get hits if she dates a child. Either way, it's pretty dodgy. Like, there's no good outcome here. There's no good ending. And don't you worry, guys. We'll get onto this 19-year-old later because he's got a TikTok account, and he's, in my opinion, no better than Ashley because he knows what he's doing by going on this date. I know that sounds aggressive, but more on that later, trust me. This guy's a real piece of work.
I don't know if she wants to promote them.
I just blessed their night.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was $150 for everything for both of them, and I gave them $300.
Did you bless their night, or did you just pay people for doing a service? When the plumber comes over to my house, unplugs my toilet, cleans the shit out of it, and then asks me to pay for the service they provided, I don't come into my room and go, I've blessed those guys, I've blessed those plumbers. It's like, no, I just paid them for doing their job. I didn't bless anyone. Ashley, you didn't bless anyone here. You're not the fucking Pope. To say you've blessed someone as though you're some priest when all you're doing is dating a 19-year-old boy is ridiculous, because priests usually go for younger boys.
You have the... I'm calling Santos. Tacos is wild. Hi, Cece. Don't lie, people. Numbers don't lie.
So yeah, just to thicken the lore a bit, just to add a bit more spice to the whole thing, apparently Santos, the 19-year-old in question, is a bloke that one of her daughters has a crush on. So it's almost as though she's going on this date to almost like goad them, be like, haha, you can't get him, but I can. I'm the catch here. You're just a wee peasant. Why is she doing all this convoluted shit before the date though? Like she's paying $300 to get her makeup done, she's live streaming her outfit choice, she's doing like a photo shoot and all this shit. It's so self-aggrandizing. Does she ever do anything that isn't for the camera? Anyway, now it's time for the long-awaited entrance of our grand hero. Santos, the 19-year-old boy, has finally entered Ashley Trevino's home. This is like when Othello finally enters the scene in his play after all that beautifully done build-up. Big up to all the English lit students who'll get that reference, by the way.
Is this your prom date?
It is, it is. Hold on. He said he wanted to use the restroom before he got on camera. Why is he playing music? Hold on, do you want to record? But like, don't show him unless he's ready.
Oh, well, isn't that nice? How courteous of her. I've been criticizing her for the whole video, but you know what? She's actually a decent enough girl. She doesn't want to show Santos on camera until he's had his big shit in the toilet. On a real, let's just acknowledge what's going on here. She's giggling and laughing like a fucking teenager, like a child, at a 19-year-old boy entering her house. She's 37, may I remind you. And it's not only her. I don't want to pin this on just her. That whole group of people are giggling like teenagers at prom, like the caption on the video was saying. Usually I hate people who say this. I think they're stuck-up pricks, but you need to fucking grow up.
Oh.
Hey. How are you? I'm dead.
After all that chat, after all that build-up, it is the most anticlimactic meeting ever. It's like, you know in year 8, when like the couple are texting each other like, oh, I'm gonna kiss your face off and butt-fuck your pussy. And then they meet each other and it's like, oh, hi, how you doing? Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah. We got maths later today. And they give like a really awkward sort of side hug. I'm noticing a running trend where Ashley is just acting like a 13-year-old. She might genuinely be a 13-year-old in the body of a 37-year-old.
Here, you grab first. I'm like, you grab first. Hi, nice to meet you.
Night? Is this prom night?
Not prom night.
This is prom night. The prom date coming to pick her up. He has security, as he should.
Yeah, he does.
Remember, do your little, what did you say that day in your video? And I will have security.
I don't blame him for having security considering all of your exes are fucking inmates. You've had like 40 inmate boyfriends at this point. If any of them find out that their ex has been stolen by a 19-year-old boy, I don't imagine they'd be too happy about it. So, you know what? I don't blame him for having security. Or maybe, to be fair, he's trying to defend himself from you fucking weird delinquent. Also, your friends are not helping. You know, they did the makeup. They should fuck off now. They don't need to be there being like, ooh, yeah, good one. Good riz. Once again, it's like two people chatting in the playground whilst their mates are in the background sort of giggling like, ooh, look, he's trying to pick up that girl. It just gives me huge midlife crisis vibes, to be honest with you.
Really? She looks cute, guys. She looks so cute.
I know, I might take off the hair right now, chat.
If you showed me that clip completely out of context without me knowing who any of these people are, I would genuinely think that it's like a mother and son sort of thing going on here. I would think that a mother and son are going out to eat a grilled cheese and a fucking pickle or some shit. If I had seen just that video without the knowledge of anything that was going on and you told me that they were dating each other, after this they would go on to publicly talk about how they look at each other's genitals, I would be so weirded out. I would be so fucking weirded out. One time, my family put orange juice in an empty milk carton, so I drank it thinking it was milk, and I was expecting the taste of milk to come in, but then I got the taste of orange juice, and it was so shocking that I genuinely fucking vomited. That's the sort of feeling I get when I learn that those two are not mother and son, but boyfriend and girlfriend.
Simple as that. I've already seen his BB, and he's already seen my nunu. Okay?
Why are you paying her for this? Why do people watch these streams and donate to them? It's fucking weird. You're the reason that Santos has such devilishly, amazingly white and straight teeth. For fuck's sake, I'm jealous now. I'm jealous of this man. I'm jealous of someone who's dating Ashley Trevino. That's where I'm at in life right now. And it's your fault. It's all of you guys' fault for donating. Not you guys. I'm guessing the people who donate to my channel are not watching and donating to Ashley Trevino's streams. But if you are, I'd say sort yourself out. I'd insult you, but you're watching the if you're subscribed, you're good. If you're not, get a fucking grip, will you? Also, what are these comments? Everyone in the comments is just asking, ooh, Santos, does it smell? Does it fucking so odd. Could you imagine being Ashley's daughter in this situation? One of the two daughters. Or just, you don't even need to. Imagine if your mother was on the internet and the most commented comment under a thread of comments was, ooh, does it smell? I don't blame her daughter for asking her to stop the live. I think you would do the exact, in fact, I think you wouldn't just ask her, you would physically prohibit her from going live. You'd be like, look, mum, I understand that some fucking stupid idiots are donating to you for this shit, but it's not worth it. I think I'd rather starve. I genuinely do think I'd rather live in poverty than have everyone wonder what my mother's pussy smelled like. This is so well documented. Like, in 200 years' time, people are gonna have more documentation on this than the building of the pyramids of Giza. And to me, that's a travesty. Like, imagine, like, that is just so odd when you think about it. Also, why does he do gang signs at the end? Like he's just done, like, an amazing feat or some badass stunt. You danced with a middle-aged woman, mate. And to be frank, everyone in that room probably thinks that, you know, you're mother and son, like I was thinking earlier. I would be very shocked if even one person in that room looked at the two of you and thought, ah, yeah, they're shagging, and that's totally fine. I've got no issues with that. Also, I'll play the clip one more time. Pay attention to where she's looking, and pay attention to where he's looking, because I think it's very telling. If you notice, she is looking at him the entire time, whereas he is looking at the camera the entire time. He's very concerned about how he looks to the people on stream. He's very concerned about how it'll affect his image, his reputation, his career, if you want to call it that, because unironically, his fucking career is dating Ashley Trevino for a couple of days for some clout, I guess. Whereas Ashley Trevino isn't looking at the camera. She genuinely wants to build some sort of connection with Santos, from what I can tell. And I don't know whether or not that makes it worse or better, because if she was looking at the camera, if she was just doing this for like a career move, I'd think, fair enough, she's not actually into him, it's just for business, like it's rage bait. But the fact that she might genuinely want a connection with an actual child, and I know 19-year-olds aren't, you know, some people don't really call them children, but in my opinion, a 19-year-old's a fucking kid. I honestly think that makes it worse than if she was just doing it for business, but you guys can tell me in the comments if you agree or not. I just think it's very clear from this and everything else that we see later that Santos does not give one flying fuck about Ashley Trevino. She is just a tool for him. And that makes him a piece of shit, by the way. Like, he is no better than her in this situation. I really hate to say this, but her makeup is decent. I don't know if I'm using this term correctly, but my audience will, so you can tell me if I'm using this right. Her makeup slays.
Shut up.
That's weird. That's not romantic. That wouldn't be normal even if you were like an appropriate age relationship. That's like giving your boyfriend a bunch of flowers that just say cock on it, or crotch mushroom, or some weird nickname for it. Also, people who know more about lighting than me can tell me if I'm wrong here, but it looks to me as though they're using a ring light. So they've gone in public, they're in some club where they're dancing and shit, and then they set their ring light up, but they probably look like fucking extraterrestrials to the people around them. To be honest with you, controversial opinion, I think that anybody who merely owns a ring light is usually an attention-seeking, whiny bastard.
Welcome to Let's go, get your drink on, get your drink on. You're turning up with the wine right now. Suena la banda de Tres Ventos esta noche, let's go.
You know, this would honestly be quite a nice date if it wasn't streamed live for millions of people to see and it wasn't with a 19-year-old, but other than those two, you know, minor details, it really does look okay. Although I will say, he's 19 years old, how the fuck is he even in this club? Like, I don't know if there's video of him drinking or anything, but like, I don't know, man, it's a little dodgy. Like, either he's using a fake ID and they're lying about his age to the club owners, or they're lying about his age on the internet because they know it'll get more views. Maybe she knows, maybe she doesn't know, maybe he's lying to everyone. There's a lot of mystery here, you know what I mean?
And like you said, he got a free for us. It's 19, I'm not trying to go to jail. Hold up, is that okay.
I mean, you wouldn't go to jail for shagging a 19-year-old. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. It would be really bad if you did that, but you wouldn't go to jail. And also, why are you so worried about going to jail by, you know, going to a suite with your bloke or whatever, when you have publicly admitted on live to millions of people that you have barsted at his penis and he has barsted at your new. Which, by the way, I'm assuming is not the actual technical, literal Spanish translation for vagina. But if it is, you can correct me in the comments. I just don't think that Spanish is that weird of a language. It's a beautiful language, in fact. Nunu just doesn't seem like it'd be. Maybe it's like slang, I guess. In fact, let's look it up. Okay, so in Spanish, a nunu is this: an iridaceous plant with edible fruit, or a woman's breast. So it could be one of the two. So to give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe she's referring to the apple tree she has in her garden. Or, I know you guys liked my Egyptian history lessons a couple videos back, Nunu also could mean the Egyptian god who personifies the ocean. In ancient Egyptian mythology, there was a god called Nunu who, indeed, controlled the oceans. He was a magical god. So maybe Ashley has that Egyptian god on a leash somewhere and showed it to Santos proudly. Maybe that's what she meant. Who knows? What the fuck is she actually doing? Why is she cutting a steak like a 5-year-old? Why is everything this woman does the equivalent of a 5-year-old doing it. She talks like a 5-year-old, she dances like a 5-year-old, she parents her actual daughters like a 5-year-old tends to their Barbie dolls. If anything, she treats them worse than a 5-year-old tends to their Barbie dolls. You know, I've babysat girls who erupt into brutal roars of terror and sorrow when the Barbie doll so much as falls over a centimeter from the fucking sofa. When that happens to Ashley's daughters, she gets on live and talks about it and goes, ooh, if you donate £100, I'll push her off the sofa again. I bet she orders her steak well done as well, the fucking wrong'un. He's removing his arm after every picture that they take. He's like, I will only maintain physical contact with you for the bare minimum amount of time that I can in order to gain the amount of views that I want. I think it's glaringly obvious that he could not give less of a shit about this woman. I mean, you can tell me if you disagree, but I genuinely do believe that he just sees her as a tool for views and fame, which in a way is grim, but also in a way is better than if they were in an actual relationship, if that makes sense.
No tongue. We want the tongue in the mouth. We want it to stay in the mouth.
No, I mean...
Okay, who the fuck is this weird wrong'un woman on live with them? Maybe it was taken out of context, but I do not want those to be the first words I hear when a clip plays on TikTok that involves a 37-year-old woman and a 19-year-old bloke touching each other. They're way too close. They're way too close. And there's some strange woman on the right being like, I want the tongue in your mouth. You need to put the tongue in their mouth.
No tongue. We want the tongue in the mouth. We want it to stay in the mouth.
No, I mean, I seen his...
I see this Nunu is ridiculous.
No. I seen his pee and you see mine.
Nunu? You know that's crazy that I got her like flowers of buchon?
I don't know about you, but that is some knee-slapping Comedy of the Year award level fucking humor right there. I mean, let's just replay her reaction to when Ashley says that a 19-year-old seen her Nunu.
No, I mean, I seen his pee.
She's fucking howling. It is the funniest thing in the world to her.
We saw, the whole world saw. 300,000 people saw it.
Okay, so when we went out tonight, like, literally, like, them females were like, Ash, can we take a picture with you? And I literally looked at him and I'm like, can I take a picture with him? And they were probably like, bro, why are you asking him if you could take a picture with us? Right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of famous people there. It was like a reward.
It was a lot of famous, like, Mexican artists. And they were like, Ash. And I'm like, who are
Where did you go?
To some Mexican artist show.
It was a award ceremony, and they wanted us to be, like, there for them. Oh, no. Don't try. Hey, if you like spicy, that's it.
You can't eat.
So they were surrounded by actual talented Mexican people who were winning awards for how great they are at their field. I don't know about you, but if I was at a place like that, I would feel very out my depth. I would feel very uncomfortable, and I would feel like, oh god, I don't belong here. I don't deserve to be here. Everyone here is so fucking amazing. And I'm sat here with my 19-year-old boyfriend, struggling to cut a fucking steak. Imagine being one of those artists who's achieved great things, watching people ask for pictures with the 37-year-old and 19-year-old couple who are famous for dating inmates on TikTok Live. The fact that they probably got asked for more pictures and got more attention than the actual artists at the show is just grim.
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my Nunu. Okay?
You need to get off later. You're saying stuff that people don't need to know.
Okay, well.
Okay?
I don't know where the mods are.
You need to get off soon, okay?
You know when you're playing games as a kid on like Discord or something with your pals and your parents walk in, so you mute so you can talk to your parents without your friends hearing? That's exactly what's going on here, except the roles are reversed and the parent is muting the stream so she can talk to her child who is begging their drunk mother to stop talking about the genitalia of both her and her 19-year-old boyfriend. I mean, you know when your daughter is acting like so much more of an adult in that household, things have gone wrong. I can only imagine what usual life is like in that household. Like, I would genuinely despise being one of those daughters. It'd be the worst thing fucking ever. And then you have to go to school and everyone knows who your mum is. Everyone's probably seen the stream where your mum's talking about her Nunu and Santos's pee-pee. It's not a nice life to live. I really do feel bad for her daughters, man.
Let me get myself situated.
Just so y'all know, me and Santos did not do anything, okay? He did come over this morning, but we didn't do anything.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. I'm glad that happened. But I have to ask, how did he see your nunu and how did you see his pee-pee? Was it just sort of like a transaction? Like, hey, look, we're not going to do anything, but like, let's just have a look. Let's just take a peek, a sneak peek to, I guess, get us excited for what can come in the future. I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. That's so grim. But was this like a de-evolved, toned-down version almost of just putting the tip in? Fucking hell, I really hate what you know what? I'm done with this line of questioning.
Hello? What? Alright, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Alright, how much do I send her? 200? What are y'all buying? 200? Alright. Bye.
Your daughters deserve a full-time wage for having to fucking put up with you. They're basically babysitting you from what we can tell here. And also, don't look so pissed off. Don't look so annoyed. You ditched your daughters to go on a date with a 19-year-old boy that one of them supposedly even had a crush on. They deserve money. They deserve Christmas gifts. They deserve fucking compensation. If you listened to your children, you would be so much better off right now. You're gonna regret all this shit, man. Like, I know it's making money now, but in like 20 years, when you look back on this part of your life, will you really be happy? I don't think you will.
She was like, your mom was not, I was like, did she take a picture with you? So I took a picture with it on her. I was like, yeah. And she was like, your mom was not the only one who's saying this.
You made thousands of dollars the other night and gave those makeup artists like $300. You can give your kids $200 for Christmas gifts considering the amount you made going on a date with a 19-year-old. I know I keep saying that. I know I sound like a fucking broken record at this point. I'm sorry if it's annoying you guys, but it's just so important to this story, man. Maybe Santos stuck her with the bill that night. Maybe Santos made her pay for the first date. I mean, she is the adult in the situation, to be fair. So in a situation like that, maybe the sort of gender roles versus like the age roles, there's like a bit of a mix there. It's weird. I don't know exactly where each one lies, but he is a kid and she is an adult, so I would say that she's probably the one who has to pay. And also, she's streaming the whole fucking thing. I wouldn't like that very much. You know what? If you're streaming this whole thing and making money off of going on a date with me, I would expect them to pay.
Okay, let me send you my,
No, y'all are coming over in a little bit.
when?
In a little bit.
Haley's at, Lexi's.
I know, but she's gonna come over here.
When?
I told you in a little bit. Like today.
I'm gonna take a shower right now.
Alright, go get ready.
And I'm for your Christmas present, I'm gonna get you a customized vocal rose toy.
You're stupid.
It's the way that whenever she talks to her kids, she seems annoyed and like angry at them. She's never fucking got a smile on her face when the kids are around, but whenever Santos is around, a 19-year-old boy who is unrelated to her, has no bearing on her life, or should have no bearing on her life, she's giddy. She's all smiles. She's all dandy roses and fucking dancing dildos. I mean, from what I understand as well, we talked about this in the last video on Ashley Trevino, but the kids were taken away from her and given to, I think, their grandparents, so she has got them back, only to ditch them constantly for young boys.
Don't talk like that on my life. Huh? Don't talk like that on my life. Valemos que te calles, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I know she was speaking Spanish at the end, but I'll be honest, as someone who is very limited in their knowledge of Spanish, it did not sound as though those words were audible at all. So for viewers who are fluent in Spanish and watching my channel, please, I am begging of you, please try to decipher what she just said there, because I'm so curious if it was unintelligible for actual speakers of the language. Also, she straight up sounds like she's scolding a child here. And to be fair, I mean, Santos is a child. This is the one time I've ever seen her act her age. Wouldn't you know it, it's not even to her actual children, it's to a fucking unrelated bloke.
What's wrong?
He called me and just started talking to me, and like I was already in my feelings because I miss my kids.
Yeah.
And he started talking to me, and I don't know.
When are the girls coming?
I don't know yet, to be honest.
If you miss your kids so much, there really is an easy solution. Maybe stop ditching them in favor of dating a 19-year-old. I'm sorry, but you can't miss your kids that much. You're a fucking liar. You're lying to my face. If anything, I think, and this is a bold theory here, I think that the reason she's crying is because, judging from the wee bar at the top of the screen, she is losing this TikTok live battle, and that very much got to her. So she started crying, she's got the tissues out, and the girl's asking her, oh, why are you crying? What's wrong? And she knows that it'll look pathetic if she goes, I'm losing the live battle, I'm losing. So she's trying to think of like a more justifiable, more viable, more valid reason to be crying that she can empathize with and think, oh, you're a really good empathetic person, Ashley, for crying about how much you miss your children. When in reality, I mean, I'm not a psychologist here, but I don't think she gives a shit. I think she cares about her children just as much as Santos cares about her. Which is not at all, if I haven't made that clear already.
¿Qué rollo, qué rollo? ¿Por qué andan tan viral en TikTok? Porque somos unos pinches freaky freaks. Hey!
I love that. It's just a cacophony of a language that I don't understand, and then freaky freaks! Is there not a Spanish translation for freaky freaks? I guess not.
Next question. Bueno. Pero, ¿cuándo te vas a regresar para tu casa? Yo ya tengo mi propia casa, yo le compro otra casa para ir, la verdad. A ver, un beso en la frente. En la frente.
Why does she keep laughing? She doesn't even understand what's going on. Santos has to translate for her. She's just laughing at really weird moments, like a fake crowd from, I don't know, The Big Bang Theory. You know what? It's making me uncomfortable. We're moving on. Next video.
La del rogar, pero bien que quería jaja. Y el Santos también le entro.
Ash has a crazy night out with Santos. I wouldn't exactly describe the vibes here as crazy. It looks very mild, in fact. She sipped a drink and then did some weird, awful fucking dance that a 2-year-old could do. She shimmied on the floor a bit and Santos is just screaming into the abyss in Spanish. Not exactly my idea of a great night out. Although, to be fair, I'm not a fan of nights out in general. My idea of a great night out is sitting here editing fucking YouTube videos. So who am I to tell these people how to have fun, to be honest with you? They're probably living life better than I am.
La ex lo abrazaba mucho para que no se lo fueran a quitar. La ex le compro una botella a Santos. Antes de la entrevista.
This is absolutely fucking insane. This is abhorrent behavior from everyone involved here. The club for letting these people in, whoever the bartenders are for letting this underage kid drink, the fact that it's like an actual event that these two people are dating, and also the complete bastardization of such a beautiful I love Mexicans, right? Mexicans are they're good people. The food is incredible. I went to a Mexican restaurant in Florida earlier this year, and it was the most authentic Mexican food I've ever had. They made the guacamole in front of us, like on a wee table, and it was genuinely, I can't eat guacamole anymore because it was so good. Every guacamole here in fucking Scotland tastes like actual shit. A lot of my favorite sports people are Mexican. I have a lot of respect and love for the culture. I think Mexico's a great place. I think the people are amazing. And it's just a shame that that genuinely beautiful culture is being fucking bastardized by these two weirdos on TikTok Live.
It's just one little bad thing and everyone's trying to make me look bad. Like, I literally can't even open up my phone without someone saying, like, Santos, you're fucked up, like this and that. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to do my day, but it's just like, you know how hard it is to just not even want to open up messages, not even want to open up nothing anymore. And I open up, I open up the Bible verse of the day. What is the Bible verse of the day? A voice of one calling. In the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. So, of one calling, a voice of one calling. What is?
Okay, I don't know how to say this nice to Santos, but go fuck yourself. I do not feel sorry for him one tiny wee bit. I feel about as sorry for him as I do this fucking Google Pixel 6. In fact, I have more sympathy for my Google Pixel 6. It's very overhated in my opinion. Santos is underhated in my opinion. You knew what you were doing. You went into this relationship for clout, for fame, for views, for money. You knew what was going to happen. You can't do that and then expect no hate to come back in return. You can't do a bad thing and then expect nothing bad to come to you. You fucked up. You exploited a woman that you knew you could exploit for views and fame. You can't then have your cake and eat it too. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna do this really shit thing and people are gonna love me for it. It's like, no. You have to take the good with the bad. You got your fame, you got your views, I hope you're happy, your money's gone up, but people don't like you anymore because you're a prick. I mean, I'll show you guys his profile now and maybe you'll understand more about what I'm talking about. If you look at his description, it's I love cougars with 2 heart eyes emoji. That is not the first line of anyone's description if you're a normal person. Like, someone's description is like you're meant to learn about the person, learn about what they like, what they do. I'm not great at YouTube descriptions either. Mine is just yo LGBTQIO on my channel banner, but imagine if it was I Love Cougars. I don't think I'd have half the subscribers that I fucking do. You'd all think I was a freak, because that is what a freak would put as their banner. But also, he talks about how much he regrets the decision, how much, oh, I wish I didn't date Ashley. I really regret doing it. It was a bad move, and I'm really sorry. But it's like, if you really felt bad, why are the videos still up? Why are you still profiting off of the situation? Oh, I know why. It's because they have upwards of fucking 20 million views.
Ábranle paso a la modelo de revista. Tú no estás viendo la chapa esa mamacita.
In my opinion, if you really hated being known as the person who dated Ashley, if you really regretted the decision, you wouldn't be profiting off those videos anymore. But maybe, just maybe, that's what you wanted. See, that's just horrible. Like, I don't think you're cool for that. I don't think you're funny for that. I think you're a mean arsehole. It's one thing if someone else reposts something like that, but even then, it's like, there's stuff to criticize her for that isn't about her weight. There's stuff to criticize her for that go beyond intrinsic physical attributes. If you're gonna call Ashley an arsehole, that's fine, because she is an arsehole. She's a bad mother, she's an awful person, she dates inmates, she's fucking awful. Why would you make fun of her for her weight? I think it just goes to show the type of character that you are, to be honest. But also, no. You used her. She is the best thing that happened to your career. You got your little views out of it, you stuck with her for however long you needed to get your fame. You are not allowed to then make fun of her and take the piss. She is the fucking reason why you have a platform. She is the reason people know your name. Pipe down. Seriously. Get your fucking ego in check. This is not me defending Ashley, by the way. I hate both of these motherfuckers. I think they're both really weird people. It's these fucking TikTok live weirdos, man. I don't know one. There's not one person who is known for being a TikTok liver, for lack of a better term, that I think is genuinely good or watchable. I think they're all weird. If I ever go live on TikTok, by the way, just know that I've lost everything. Things have not gone well in my life or career.
Did it stink? Oh, what? Oh my god, no. I don't do that. Oh, mames, se pasan de verga ustedes too. Y'all can be asking those stuff. I've never smoked ashes. I'm not, and if it got to the point with me and Ash like that, I wouldn't just go. It does stink. You know, I wouldn't do that. Or like you just like little test tape. Oh my gosh.
Okay, first of all, what was that? Never do anything like that ever again. That made me very uncomfortable. But secondly, if I was talking to someone and I was like, oh, who's your favorite content creator? Who's your favorite YouTuber or TikToker or whatever? And they replied with, Ashley Trevino and Santos. Those are my two favorite people on TikTok. I would curse them into oblivion with my Egyptian powers, my sorcery, the curse of Ra upon you. Your whole family will now stub your big toe every other week for the rest of your lineage, because truly that is exactly what you would deserve. Now on the other hand, if you responded with, you know what, I really like that Dankyjabo guy and I subscribed to his channel, then I would give you a hug and pat you on the back and some reassuring words about how great and awesome you are.
Chat. I slept over at Ash's house today. It's just because she told me she needed comfort, so I was like, I got her. I got you. I didn't sleep though. She fell asleep.
Okay, so they have slept together. They might have not done anything, but they did sleep together. Maybe someone's lying here. Like, maybe they did actually do some shit. Maybe they weren't actually ever together, like, in the bed. We'll never know. And you know what? I don't really want to know. Because either which way, no matter what happened, nothing's overtly illegal. It's none of our business, really. But also, no matter what, this is fucking weird. This relationship is weird. The way the two interact with each other, both privately and publicly, is really, really fucking weird. If this story is true, it's really odd, because that implies that this isn't just a business relationship. She is calling on him outside of TikTok Live for comfort. Imagine needing comfort from a 19-year-old boy. Imagine being a 37-year-old woman who, when you're needing comfort, when you're a bit stressed in life, you call your signature 19-year-old boy to come cuddle with you in bed. What the fuck is wrong with you? Your life is so sad. You need therapy. You need therapy. You have the money for it, so go to therapy.
Besides my dad, and he can only do so much. Like, you know, like, I wish I had like a friend or like a cousin to call and be like, hey, can you come check this out for me? Hey, can you come do this for me? I don't have that. You know? It's like, I gotta do everything on my own if my dad don't have time.
Your dad is literally taking care of your kids for you. I'm sorry if he doesn't have time for you, love. And to be honest, I'm glad that his loyalty is more with his grandkids than, you know, his actual daughter. Because you are not deserving of that sort of time and attention considering what you do on live. Or just what you do in general. Like, you completely reject ever spending time with your children. You're just a fucking awful individual. It's no wonder you're fucking lonely. Who the fuck would want to hang out with you? I know that sounds horrible and mean, but I'm being honest here. If nobody likes you, if nobody on the planet likes you, maybe the problem isn't everybody else on the planet. Maybe the problem is you.
I was even thinking about paying somebody money just to come do what I need them to do. Like, sorry. I did not want to come on live to do this. I might hop off real quick, just so I can get myself together.
You know those weird, lonely, pathetic fucking men in their late 30s or whatever who go on Tinder and set the age to like 19 and only ever like get with 19-year-olds? This is like the female version of that type of bloke. Just nothing going for them. No one in their own age bracket even wants to fucking speak to them because they're that horrible. So to make up for it, they just go for inmates and teenagers because that's the only people who will talk to them. Like she says there, she thinks of paying someone to come over and do what she needs to be done or whatever she was referring to there. And it's that sort of mentality, it's that sort of mindset that leads to you calling 19-year-olds over for a cuddle when you need emotional stability. Anyway, that about does it for the Santos drama, the 17-year-old boy and that saga. It's a well-documented saga, it's an entertaining saga, and it's fucking enthralling. It's unironically probably more entertaining and consistent than the fucking Star Wars sequels. However, somewhat predictably, that is not all that's been going on with Ashley Trevino recently. So let's talk about her other adventures within this time frame. The first of which being her weird relationship with Shorty Bay, another TikTok live streamer. So another weirdo, basically. Maybe just not as much of a weirdo as Ashley is. Although, to be fair, that's not really saying much, is it? It's like being the healthiest item at McDonald's.
He's getting me an Airbnb. If not, I'm gonna be staying at Shorty Bay's house.
She's not coming to my house, Ash. If people don't understand how I feel, this is really embarrassing. I feel bad for her children. If I was a freaking mother, I would never fucking do that type of shit. Because one, they go to school and they go to bully them now. Like, no. Like, doing this? Like, on the internet? Like, girl. At this point, do OF. If you go to do that type of stuff, you know what I mean, or no?
Okay, definitely do not do OF. Do not. Even though I do feel as though that is a logical next step in Ashley Trevino's career in her fucked up wee misdemeanored mind. Other than the OF thing though, I'm so glad to hear somebody fucking talking some sense here. Fair enough, the sense really is just common sense, but I'm still glad to hear someone talking about it, and it's a pleasant surprise that it's a fellow TikTok live streamer. Maybe some of you do have your head screwed on. I also just love the way this is edited. Like, yeah, I'm going to Shorty Bay's house next week, no big deal. It's just, you know, she's a good friend of mine and she's gonna let me stay over. And then it cuts to her immediately just being like, yeah, no, that's not fucking happening. It's not fucking happening. What's wrong? I've been recording for too long.
Who does my OF? I'll put you on, honey. If you're that thirsty to be in heatness. I know that I used to do that, but now I learned my lesson, and I'm growing, and I don't want her in my house. I don't want her near me. I don't want nothing to do with her.
Me and you both, my friend. Me and you both. Anyway, and perhaps what is genuinely the most shocking part about this whole situation, a little known Jeffree star gets involved for some reason. Now, before I watch this, I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about the drama about Jeffree Star. I know that people don't like them very much. I know people think that Jeffree Star is a bit of a, you know, fucking arsehole. I know that there are some people who do like them as well, but I'll be honest, I am virtually clueless when it comes to the whole drama surrounding them. So just bear in mind, I will not be approaching this section of the video from like oh yeah, Ashley's a prick, but also Jeffree Star did this, so they don't have the right to criticize Ashley for doing X and Y. I don't know. So I will purely be basing this off of just like a Jeffree Star is a neutral party who I don't know anything about, right? It's just a person. A person who is saying things that I may agree or disagree with.
Can we all get a pair?
What'd he say? How old are you? 25. Okay, that's doable. Alright. We don't want. Do you have
I want those. I'm just kidding.
Rarest Pookie, and you'll never get them.
Yes. Yes. You wanna know why? Because these were made for me and Travis, Pookie. Y'all ain't gonna. Okay.
Forrest with the lion!
Yes, baby. Don't play with the gold about you. Yes.
I don't like her laugh. She does it too often, it's too loud, just at random moments, nothing funny's happening, and this is sad to watch, to be honest with you, because it's so clear that she's just trying to get Jeffree's attention. I don't know much about Jeffree, but I do know that Jeffree Star is a big fucking deal. I know that much at least. And Jeffree's not innocent here either. Like, how far downhill has your life gone? Because you were so popular back in the day. You were such a big influencer, and now this is where your career is at. You're sat on TikTok Live with Ashley fucking Trevino, whose claim to fame is dating inmates, some of which have been put in prison for the worst crimes imaginable.
Do you see us on our date? Oh, no, I see you right now. What are you talking about?
No, on our date when we went Friday.
No. You guys went out together?
Friday. We collabed.
No, Jeffree, he's the one that flew out to take her out.
Where does he live?
Yeah, don't judge them. He's the one who flew to her to take her out. The 19-year-old was taking the 37-year-old out. Because that's how it should be. I don't know how that makes it any less worthy of being judged by adults. I think even children will be judging people for doing such weird things. And you can tell that Jeffree Star is judging them fucking hardcore. Like, that is not a face you make when you think the person you're talking to is being completely reasonable and you don't think either which way about them. That is the face you make when you think the person you're talking to is a fucking weirdo and you're almost entertained by how odd they're acting. Which is how I imagine a lot of people watch these videos, to be honest with you.
No idea what you guys are talking about. That's all I wanted to say for the record. I have no idea. Clearly you guys have a lot to say in the chat. I will do my research later. Xtina, I've never heard of this person, but they have a lot to say. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's heavy. Oh my God, you guys are saying some really crazy stuff in the chat. Like the... What?
I think that's everyone's reaction when they learn anything about Ashley Trevino, to be fair. Jeffree Star, I don't know anything about you. I don't know if it's cool to like you or if it's cool to hate you, but I do know that I can relate to you in this one instance. So all you can make of that what you will.
I was young when I raised her. My mom was her mom. And I used to like I don't even want to say this on live because of how I used to treat her. But like, when she would make me mad, like she would take off running and I would just like yank her by the hair and like pull her. And she would be like, "Mom, what are you doing?" But she was like little. And I didn't know that that was like not the way to treat your daughter, you know?
Nice, just casually admitting on live that you literally physically abused your daughter. Well done, Ashley. I'm really glad you have all this fame and money because my God, do you deserve it. You earned it. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm not going to LA, you guys. I don't know why y'all, I'm not going to LA. I would never go there.
I'm not going to LA. I would never. Why would I ever go there? I mean, you fucking sound like you were born and raised there, to be honest with you, mate. Also, why are you contradicting? I mean, you live stream. Everything you say is on the internet. You can't hide away from this shit anymore. Every little bit, every piss you take, every breath you take, every step you take, I'll be watching you. And also, it's clipped up and posted on TikTok for millions of people to see. Big up the Police, by the way. I love that fucking band. It really is a shame that Ashley Trevino is so lonely, so lonely. That being said, as much as I feel bad for her, if I was around her in any way, I would not want her to stand too close to me. But yeah, I mean, it's clear as day that she just doesn't want to go to LA now because Shorty Bay basically told her to fuck off.
Why do you need perfume on right now?
Oh wait, I actually brought some.
Who are you gonna go see? I didn't give you permission to go see somebody.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Go with Ash.
I would go with Ash. You're only for Monday and Tuesday. Ash is for Wednesday and Thursday.
Guess what? No days for me.
Okay, I was not expecting this. Shorty Bay is in relations with Santos as well? Why is Santos just getting around with these middle-aged fucking TikTok live streamers? Santos, you really are a piece of work, mate. Can you fucking stop exploiting these people for views and money and then complaining that people are attacking you for it or criticizing you for it? You are worthy of criticism here, mate. With how fucking self-obsessed you are, you're probably watching this video as well. So I truly mean this. You need to get a grip. You're young as fuck, my friend. Don't let your legacy become the guy who dated Ashley Trevino for like a week and cuddled with her in bed and saw her nunu. Is that really how you want to be remembered? Thank you for everything, Pappy. He's 19 fucking years old. This is disgusting. I can't believe this. Everyone, I liked Shorty Bay for a minute there. I was warming up to her. I was like, you know what? She's the only person in this whole situation speaking sense. But no, she's just as bad as every other fucker involved. Why is everyone so silly on TikTok, man? Why can't someone just come on TikTok and be like, oh, hello everyone. I would really recommend that you open up a stocks and shares ISA if you live in the UK because it's very good for your financial future. You know, say something normal for a fucking change. Or, you know what, guys? Today I'm going to be cooking a chicken breast and some eggs. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be doing. I'd really love to see something like that. You know, something refreshing for a change. Something just normal. Something peaceful. Yeah, I've just checked her Instagram, by the way, and she is indeed posting pictures with fucking Santos. Can I sit on your lap, daddy? You're mine, Santa, with a kitty emoji with heart eyes. You know what? Fuck this. The video's over. We're done here. I do not want to submit myself to any more of this fucking pish. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. As always, appreciate you all so much for watching. Let's see how far we can get that sub count by the end of the year. But yeah, I think we're about done here. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.